Welcome back to Ticking Gray Bomb, Refined Taste for Idiots. Mace here, and I have to tell you, I am insanely excited about this. I can't believe I did this. I'm sort of chuckling inside here because a few days ago, I was on TikTok, and all of a sudden, I started getting a run of product placement for these TikTok watches. And if you're on TikTok and you're a watch fan, you know how your feed just gets stuffed with all kinds of product placements. And so I bought this, and initially I thought it was going to be $25. So $25. So I can't imagine what they would be selling for $25 for a timepiece, right? But also there was a 40% off or a 50% off code. And so with taxes, I'm into this thing for like 14 bucks.
Hey, you want to make $14 the hard way?
All right. So I am like insanely, I can't wait to see how this is, what it's made out of, how it functions. And I'm just going to get right after it and tear right into it. So I hope you enjoy this discovery with me. And yeah, just super excited to see what this thing is all about. All right, so the brand name is Licarr, Licarr. So, box just slides right open. You get decent looking box, black cardboard, nicer cardboard than the Casio World Time I recently unboxed. So let's take a look at this thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is it's a hulking piece here. All right, so what do we got? We've got the box here, we've got the foam insert, got an instruction card, and this is the guarantee card. I guess you just fill in your own details. You just fill in your own details, whatever floats your boat. Right? So we've got this thing. I mean, it's gigantic. I mean, look at the thickness of this. As you would expect, the band feels very cheap, not supple at all. Right? So very rigid. So there are these internal dials here. So there are numerals 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Tough to read. Might be better on the camera, to be honest. But in real life, tough to read. And then there are these 3 subdials. Looks like this is the date. I'll have to figure out what these others are. Beast of a watch, the Licarr that I bought on TikTok for $14. Right. So once again, resin very stiff. Let's see how this beast feels on the wrist. All right.
3 hours later.
So I've got about a 7 1/4, 7.5 inch wrist. I mean, it's fine. It's light. I'm certainly not going to be able to slip this under the cuff of a dress shirt, right? So, I mean, it's a monster. It's gigantic. Look at this thing. Oh, this will be kind of an interesting look if I can get the angle right. Can I get that? You can see how much overhang there is, how much spacing there is. Now, could I strap this down another? Not really. I think I'm pretty tied in there. Strap is rigid, even kind of going up. I mean, I wouldn't say it's particularly tight. All right, guys, I just noticed this on the hang tag. Hopefully you can read this. It says leisure style fashion watch. Okay, guys, this watch was pretty tough to figure out. These instructions are so small that I had to run out and get readers. I kid you not, I ran out and got readers. I'm gonna put them on just in case I need to refer to the instruction manual again, the leaflet. But honestly, this thing was not so bad to figure out. There was just some some things here that don't make a lot of sense. I'm gonna try to zoom in here. So at the bottom here at 6 o'clock, it's the day. I don't know what those flashing bars are on top of it. And then you can see here, I'm gonna try to readjust the focus. You can see at 4:30, right, where the El Primero might have its date wheel. I don't know what this is. Right, I have no idea what that is. And the leaflet doesn't address it. But otherwise, it seems like setting, and I thought, honestly, you're going to have a tough time seeing the second hand because the second hand is in black. So just sort of, you can only really see it when it comes across one of these digital faces or the white on the hour and minute hands. There is a time here, but unlike the Arnie, it's not tied to the hands. So you can have them at two different times, which is a little strange because it's not exactly billed as a world time. And they're not, the minutes aren't tied together. Up here is a second count. Once again, not in sync with the seconds hand that's kind of sweeping around. Day here, day of the week, and then that's the date. So you can, and I'm sure I'm going to forget how to cycle through the mode. Okay, so this is a stopwatch function. I'm not sure how well this is going to pick up, but you can start it here, and you can see the fractional seconds at 12, and then at 9, the seconds kind of ticking upward here. You can stop it and then reset it. That's about as much functionality as I'm willing to test out at this point. And once again, you know, I'm gonna point out before I hit the light again, I want you to check out the dial above the 6, this little indicator at 4:30. See how the pattern is very strange. And then there's something going on underneath the seconds at the 12. So I'm going to hit the light again, and you can kind of take a look. It's only going to be on for a couple of seconds. And see how it's sort of like, it just looks so odd. And I'm going to try to keep it going by hitting the light a few times. Just see, what does that mean? All right, so enough of that, but just wanted to see, but I just wanted to show you some of the functionalities of this TikTok watch. I'm gonna kind of spend a couple of days with this thing on as much as I could tolerate, and give you my kind of final impressions of it.
All right, guys, I've had this Leica TikTok watch that I bought for $14 for a couple of weeks now. In summary, it's gigantic, it's thick, and it's wide. The strap is really uncomfortable. It's made out of stiff plastic. The digital displays are not legible. The seconds hand, virtually impossible to read. The lume is non-existent. It has these weird flashing markings that are really difficult to ascertain what it is. It's almost like the Predator's wrist computer as he's facing off with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Are there any positives? I guess you could say when I left this out in the rain for an experiment, it survived. So I left it outside for 20 minutes while it was raining, and it still works. And maybe a low bar. So having this watch in my possession after a couple of weeks, I can truly tell you that it is terrible and even worse than I expected. And I had low expectations at $14. But I thought it was fun. I was giddy with excitement when it came into the house. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and a subscribe. And down in the comments, let us know what you would like us to review or talk about. I'll catch you in the next one.